Ooh, alright. Ordinary AWE Stage 1A. Dump witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were a lot of dolls. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Is this... It's DF and JF. So is this Dylan and Jesse Faden? Yeah, this is, because Jesse Faden therapy session. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Heisenberg, missing. It was me. He had asthma. Tommy, note, likely Tommy Barlow, missing, and his gang. Freddie, note, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, note, no one by this name was found in public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation house. We're gonna finally find the slide projector.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years shining a light in the shadows.
I'll just wait for a minute. How about that?
Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said, but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Rainey.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
I just completely destroyed that desk. All I did was walk up against it. Is this the slide projector? An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector, OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews and prime candidate program files.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in a conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
Ordinary AWE Stage 4A, Town Proper Witness. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Dylan? The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. That's therapy session. Jessie said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Extrapolated information. Additional slide. Designation hand was verified in a bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity. Designation Dog Neil. Interesting. Oh yeah, I played that. Okay, alright, let's get out of these boxes and move on. Whoa, wait, okay, that's a light. I thought there was like a hole in the ceiling that I could go through. We're heading into that room, so I don't need to break shit. Oh, this doesn't look... okay. Ordinary AWE Stage 2 Sled Hill Cave Witness Testimonies. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but it really was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies, children. I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. That's from Jesse, therapy session. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation not mother. Jesse, what happened? Nope, yep, there they are. We good?
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Collier Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Cassidy?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come here. He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
If I was Dylan, I'd be pissed off too. You kidnapped me, you put me in a cell, and then you send people in to ask me stupid ass questions. I'd be pissed off too. Can I have that? Thank you. Stage 4B. We went in and met Polaris like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn, the world fading in for the first time, familiar but somehow different. Polaris told us how to turn off the director. The dung monkeys and the not mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All except hand. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Polaris. Ordinary AWE Stage 1B. The second slide we called Meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow and Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation. Meadow. I still don't know why they're like, we tried to get her, she ran off. Okay, but you had her in therapy sessions. I assume they were the people at her therapy. I don't think they...
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Anything? Nope. Stage 4. Oh, different stages. What's with this house? Well, I can do that. Oh, God. I'm gonna do more of it. Take your friend.
slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Well, this is stage 1. Oh. Gimme. Stage 3. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Mrs. Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Miss Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the Not Mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone, like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I don't know. Disappearance of majority of Ordinary's population confirmed result from slide director related. AWE. Can I have a video game of this event in Ordinary? Can I have a prequel?
They say when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature, not real. They got that right.
All of these windows are bulletproof. Just want to make sure there's no documents or anything over here. I guess we're going this way. What is that? I don't know. That's what that is.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What?
I don't know matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
So where was she? Was she in an institution, and how did she get out? Did the Bureau let her out? If they were tracking... If they have records of her therapy... So maybe they weren't her therapist. I assumed the Bureau, like, sent somebody in to pose as a therapist, but... Somehow they just have the therapy records. I wonder if they got her out somehow. They found her in an institution somewhere. Ordinary supplement. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. For example, Dylan claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse mentioned 9. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. So that's only 7. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning them. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis with the hopes of finding additional slides or altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, the AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. Slide projector's gotta be here somewhere. So Dylan said there's 8, Jesse says there's 9, and they only found 6 burnt slides and 1 intact slide.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Dump cessation of work order. By order of Dr. Darling, all work on the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the redacted department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Dr. Darling shut it down. Not the director. Why? There's gotta be more documents down here. Come on. Frick. Health bubble. Let's get rid of that. There you go. Thought I was done.
We should check that lab.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see if there's anything interesting in the area, like down here. Oh. Where's turntable? Oh, back to the turntable. Okay. Can I get up there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, it came out that door. Okay, I see. Globe supplement. The item was found in the penthouse suite at Redacted, Toronto, belonging to David Wolf, who is being investigated for illegally dealing with altered items. Oh no. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including Redacted, and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. Supplementary materials article from Toronto Daily. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high security up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he's disappeared to join the Illuminati, but it is this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach house paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais, while this world thinks he's dead. So, I forgot to mention, I did watch a Alan Wake recap video on YouTube, because while I played the game when it initially came out, I have, no memory of it. And in the recording that we listened to with Jessie, she mentions a poem by a poet, last name of Zane, and the therapist was like, there's no poet by that name. And that's because the poet that Jessie mentioned did exist, but wrote himself out of existence as part of strange paranatural things. So I would assume that Jessie's connection to Polaris is what allows her to know who I don't know if it was Thomas Zane or it was Zane something, know who he is. Why is it saying there's something here to interact with? Oh, an album cover. I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods album. I became a huge fan instantly. Rebirth. Alright, let's check this lab. Nothing behind the lab, is there? There's a fridge. We know how benign those are. What? Oh. Just went through my mods. Alright.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darwin took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Finish Tango? Okay. New mission, A Dark Place? Search for the slide projector. What's a dark place? Investigate the sector elevator? What? You want me to what? What's wrong with the sector elevator? We've been in the sector elevator. I'm gonna find this mannequin. this where we were? There we go. Ooh, holy cow. Health and energy is what I keep putting stuff into. Right, we're not fast traveling. We're gonna find this thing. It's in the far back somewhere. Huh. Is that the health bubble? Okay. Where's this mannequin? I don't see one back here. Hurts my brain. Still more? Are we done? We done now? I don't see a mannequin. I don't like the noises I'm hearing at all. Oh, right in front of my face? You were hiding?
The only thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things.
Oh no, I gotta find the right one. Okay. None back there? Oh, there's some back there. Oh, are they downstairs too? Oh.
New hero policy. No more mannequins.
Well, you are the director. Alright, how do I get out of here and get back to what's his face? Looks like I could just go through security, maybe? Panopticon this way? Yeah, I don't think you're levitating any of those. Aha! It's like, what if I turn around? This seems like an area that wants me to levitate to other things.